Good morning, good morning. Today we are here to talk about quitting. And quitting is something that we all have to face, and unfortunately some of us do it a lot better than others. So what we're going to talk about today is just the things that lead up to the steps of quitting. And normally things start going rough. Normally you lose the excitement that you had when you first started that endeavor, project, or goal, or whatever it is. But more importantly, it's just we give up on ourselves when things get a little tough. And we always admire those people that do accomplish big things. We always admire those people that take that extra step and that extra initiative to keep pushing. And it is because what they're doing is something hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So I'm talking about exercise today. I'm talking about working for your next job promotion. I'm talking about a lot of different things. I had these lessons taught to me at a really, really young age. And my brother and I were both in karate. And as much as we did not want to do it, as much as we were not engaged or committed, I guess, mentally, it was something that we wanted to do when we first started. So my mom had a rule that if we started something, we had to finish it. I mean, that was everything. It didn't matter if it was karate, it didn't matter if it was whatever. I mean, we were not allowed to start something unless we finished it. We couldn't get a game unless we were going to play it and finish it and use it. We couldn't do, it didn't matter. Like my mom, her big thing was when you started it, you had to finish. So this went back and forth, and I'm using the karate example still for years, until when I was 14 or 15, I got my junior black belt. And even that day, and that last 2 months of training for the junior black belt, you ended up, I think you sparred against 5 straight people, and that was after running 3 miles, which people who know me, I don't run. And I want to say it was at like 7 o'clock in the morning in February when it was cold. So, it's one of those things that now looking back at it, that's like a defining moment of, I had to step up when things got hard. I had to push a little harder. But that same circumstance comes into your life on a weekly basis, a daily basis. Even just the mindset of like, I need to go work out today after work, and you don't do it. I'm going to wake up earlier this morning and food prep and go to the gym early, and you don't do it. So we always have these big ideas, these big ambitions, but as soon as that excitement of your goal goes away, then we're relied on what was the main fundamental reason of why we started that goal. And if that feeling isn't strong enough, and if that desire isn't strong enough, then your excuses are going to outweigh it every time. So the steps leading up to quitting, again, is things get a little bit harder. But again, that's what separates you from the person who quit. Training for a competition, doing cardio when you have nothing left in your body. There's plenty of times I wanted to quit, but at the same time, I'm thinking, whoa, somebody out there is working harder than I am. And if I want to have that accomplishment, I need to push harder than they are. And that also goes in the workforce. That also goes with relationships. It goes with anything. But it's going to get tough. You're going to have to work a little bit harder. So the next step, like I said, is just the fact of like the excitement goes away. So find what your original reasons are for starting something. So maybe even before starting your next workout program or starting your next meal plan, whatever it is, but like write down why you're starting this. Maybe put those positive affirmations around the house. Do something that's going to keep your mind, I guess, constantly thinking of what that ultimate outcome is that you wanted and what the reason is that you wanted it. So, kind of look at these things and look at it as a bigger picture. Like, yes, it's hard today, but like, what's the feeling going to be like once you accomplish it? What's the reward going to be like, after this is all said and done? Muhammad Ali was famous for the quote of suffer today but die as a champion, or suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion, something like that. And sure as shit, that guy lived his life like a champion. So, do big things. Don't be afraid of when it gets a little bit tough, because that next step and that next little bit of intensity that you channel and you find, you're not going to be able to use that in other parts of your life. So quitting is contagious. Don't quit. Keep pushing. This is the time of year when everybody quits on their fitness programs. This is when they stop worrying about what they're eating. And really, then it becomes your January goal becomes to get to what your weight is today. And that's stupid. So let's either maintain what we have. Let's make a little progress till the end of the year. As a lot of you have seen, if you put the time and intensity in, between your workouts and your meals, as long as there's a balance and a fine line between those two, and that's not too crazy, you can maintain or make progress. But it's when we let both of them go, or let workouts go completely, but we're going to kind of watch our meals. It doesn't work that way. When you're not 100% committed mentally, you're not going to be 100% committed physically. So put that into place. Don't quit. So whatever's on your mind this morning that you were possibly going to quit tomorrow, or whatever's been on your mind that you were going to start tomorrow, use this. Don't quit. You got to keep pushing. Write down what your keys are. Write down what's going to keep you motivated and keep you going when shit gets tough. Because guess what? If it's worth anything and your goal is anything special, it's going to get tough. So push a little harder. Sunday morning motivation. Wake your asses up. Let's get it. Let's kill this day. Appreciate it, all your veterans. Appreciate what we have going on in life. Take a little bit of time for gratitude today, and then focus on what you're doing for yourself, and start it tomorrow. Battle plans today, make successes tomorrow. Guys, I will see you next time. Have a great week. Let's see ya.